Assalamu alaikum. This is for class 9th subject General Science. Today our topic is nervous tissue. This is the last animal tissue which we are going to discuss today. Nervous tissue. This tissue is responsible for the control and coordination in animal bodies. This tissue receives the stimuli from inside or outside the body, then sends them towards brain and spinal cord, where these stimuli are processed and response is sent to muscle tissues to take action. So the messages or signals or impulses are carried through these nervous tissue. The nervous tissue is made from the cells called nerve cells or neurons. So this nervous tissue contains densely packed nerve cells called neurons. Neurons are present in the brain, spinal cord, sense organs, and nerves. Neurons are specialized for conduction of nerve impulses, or we called in simple language signals. So these are specialized cells to carry the signal. No other cell, whether muscle cell or connective tissue cells, they cannot carry the impulses or signals. These are the specialized cells of nervous tissue called neurons, which have this capability to carry the impulse or signal from one body part to another body part. These cells, these neurons, receive stimuli from within or outside the body and conduct impulses which travel from one neuron to another. So they are connected with one another, and they carry this nerve impulse or signal from one body part to another body part. For example, you have learned that when we see an object, the image is formed on retina. This image is then transmitted through the optic nerve towards our brain. The brain then processes this image which we have seen. Then we can understand what we have seen. Similarly, when we hear something through our ears, ear is a sense organ. This sound gets converted into an electric signal or impulse. Then this impulse travels through auditory nerve towards our brain. Then the brain processes this sound. Then we understood what we have heard. So this is all done by this nervous tissue, and this nervous tissue is made up of nerve cells, neurons. Now we are going to discuss the structure of neuron, how it looks, this nerve cell, or we call it neuron. Each neuron is composed of 3 parts. We are going to discuss one by one them. One is cyton. This is also called a cell body. Look, this is the cell body or cyton. It contains the major concentration of cytoplasm and central nucleus of the neuron. Neuron have many nucleus, but the central nucleus is present in this cell body, and the major concentration of cytoplasm is also present in this cell body. The other cell organelles like mitochondria, ribosomes, lysosomes, endoplasmic reticulum are also present in this cell body. So this part is cell body. The another part of neuron is dendrons. These are short each branched and tapering projection is arising from cell body. You look these branch-like structures arising from the cell body are called dendrons. They are further branched into dendrites. These dendrons are further branched into dendrites. These small branches are called dendrites. What are the functions of these dendrites? They provide large surface area for synaptic connections. So by these dendrites, the nerve can get attached to lot of other nerve cells. So this increases its surface area for synaptic connections. So these dendrites conduct nerve impulse towards the cell body. So connect they conduct nerve impulse towards the cell body. This is the second part of this nerve cell. So another important part of this nerve cell is axon. You look this yellow part towards this branched sides is called axon. Axon is a long cylindrical process of uniform diameter. It has a uniform diameter and it is a long cylindrical shaped. It arises from the cell body. It shows fine branching in the terminal end. It has a fine branches at terminal end. On its end, it has the fine branches. These fine terminal ends. Each branch ends in a swollen structure. It has these branches at the end have a swollen ends. These swollen ends are called synaptic knobs. These swollen structures are called synaptic knobs. They this axon carry impulse from the cell body. Like this, this axon carries the nerve impulse from the cell body to another neurons. These another neurons are connected to this neuron from these terminal ends. These synaptic knobs of terminal branches of neuron are connected with dendrite branches of the adjacent neurons. So another neurons are connected to this neuron from these terminal ends. So then the message carry from or this nerve impulses carry from one neuron to another neuron. The, this is the way the nerve carries from one body part to another body part. So we have learned that the neuron is the basic structural and functional unit of this nervous tissue. The structure of this neuron is it has three parts: cell, body, dendrons, and axon. The dendrites or dendron increases its surface area for the synaptic connections. So the nerve, so the synaptic or synaptic, so the signals carry from these dendrites toward cell body, then it moves from this axon towards the terminal end. From this terminal end, this carries to another neuron. This way the signal travels from one body part to another body part. So this was all about the nervous tissue. Hope you have understood what we have learned today.